Hi, welcome back to Travel with Rob and Sue, and in this episode we are going to the top of the world, literally top of world restaurant in Las Vegas. Now, if you've been watching our previous videos, you'll know that Sue wasn't particularly well on this trip, and I think that fairly well shows in this photo as we were heading to the restaurant in an Uber and headed down the back of this strip, down Frank Sinatra's Drive and Sammy Davis Jr., and then found ourselves weaving in and out of roads into the back of the Strat. We had a strange trip down with the Uber driver. He was a little bit weird. He got us to sign a petition to do something with immigration. He tried to sell us lots of weird things. He gave us a few freebies, not what we really expected from an Uber. We did actually mention it to them. On the way down, he pointed out all the most salubrious places on the back of the strip, including a couple of good gentlemen's clubs and somewhere where we could go and collect all our showgirl costumes, etc., if we needed them during our stay. But anyway, we finally got to the restaurant and we headed up the elevator, and we were soon taken into this sprawling restaurant and seated at our pre-booked table, which cost $50 in advance just to book the table, right up against the window and with the most spectacular view over the whole of Vegas and beyond. I have to say, we timed this perfectly. We decided to arrive there for about 4:30, just as the sun was setting, so we got to see the whole of Vegas in the daylight. We got to see it covered in this beautiful orange glow as the sun set, and then of course we finished the night with the spectacular views of the whole of the strip and everywhere else lit up like you've never seen. The sky was so clear, it was just unbelievable. So let me hand over to me as we start to describe what we had for our dinner. The dinner was quite expensive, but then you're paying for the experience really, so you can't really grumble. It's a once in a lifetime deal for us anyway, and certainly I'm glad we did it, although the night didn't finish the way we expected. More on that later. So for starters, we have had the spinach and apple salad with goat's cheese and tomatoes and other stuff, and something that's pine nuts, yeah, and something that's really wibbly wobbly. We don't know what that is. I don't think that'll get eaten. And we were just saying, this is actually not two portions, this is one that we've had split into two, and that would have been probably enough anyway without having another one. So I mean, that's just the portions are just too big, aren't they, over here? So this is the first portion. It's a little bit chilly in here. If you come, bring a jumper or something, because we're sat in a draft. There's the aircon. You're not very warm, are you? And yeah, maybe you need to bring a coat. But the view is beyond spectacular. And I don't know if you can you see all them little dots? All them little dots up there, all the planes coming in. Of course, the floor's revolving. This is a revolving restaurant, and you think the restaurant's revolving, but of course it's not, is it? The outside stays still. It's the inside that revolves. Which was quite funny, because I put my bag down just here, and 2 minutes later it was down there. And I couldn't find my bag anywhere, and the waitress brought it me back. Feeling a bit silly. Enjoying the view? Bit different?
Very different.
This has got, like you just said, it's got the most beautiful garlic vinaigrette. I mean, it's just right, isn't it? I'm not a great garlic fan, but that's just perfect. Just enough garlic. Very nice. Don't normally we're not big salad eaters, are we, before dinner, but of course that's an American thing, you have to have your salad before your dinner. We tend to have it with the dinner. But this is, yeah, spectacular, I think. Just like the view. Of course, here's me saying that it's planes, and it could be flying saucers because we're in that territory, you know. This is like Area 51 and all that stuff. the Westgate advertising Barry Manilow. And then in the background we have this theatre. I'm watching the TV. It's actually, that'll be coming round soon. It's going to be a good. I think this is better than watching TV. It's just one big billboard, really, isn't it? Well, that was a good call. Spinach and apple salad. Very nice. So we've ordered you've had the rack of lamb. And I've had New York strip steak, my favourite. There was a steak on there, it was $190, but I thought, maybe not. Just starting to come round to the strip now. So this is the
Roasted rack of
roasted lamb, sorry.
Roasted rack of lamb.
That's it, rack of lamb. This is the rack of lamb. Looks very nice. How many look? Two pieces or three? Oh wow.
Right, yeah.
Plenty of meat on there though. Yeah, I'll have to cut that off. And then you've got
Roasted
potato.
Roasted veg and mashed
Pureed potato. And I've got a very nice looking piece of steak with, don't know what that is. Wouldn't ask for that. Oh, that's from a potato, yeah. Jacket potato? Baked potato. And we get tucked into that. Unfortunately, at that point, Sue just couldn't face dinner. She was just feeling far too ill, and we ended up boxing it up and taking it back to the hotel with us. But we did get to see the spectacular views. We don't regret going. The only blessing, if there was one, is that we didn't get to dessert, so we probably saved ourselves $50 to $75, I don't know. So, we hardly recommend the Strat restaurant, even though a lot of people give it a bad review on the quality of the food. We didn't find anything wrong with it at all. Everything we had was nice, if not a little bit too pricey, but then, like I say, you are paying for the experience as much as the food. And from that point of view, it was 100% perfect, better than what we expected. So that's us for this episode. Hope you'll join us for our next visit around Vegas. And until then, stay safe and safe travels.